Hi YouTube, this is a video about my Daith piercings. I have two Daith pierced at the moment. I can't have three because I don't have 3 years. There are quite a few videos on YouTube regarding Daith or Doth piercings, depending on how you pronounce it, and this is just basically my 2 cents. So for my right ear, I have a white gold and cubic zirconia clicker, and for my left I have another white gold and opal clicker. I got all my piercings done in Maria Tash in the Liberties department store. It is a really lovely place to get your ears pierced, and they have some pretty amazing jewellery in there as well. I actually got all of my piercings done within the past 6 and 7 months, so I guess my financial claim would be I got things done sort of gradually to spread out the cost of all the piercings and the jewellery, and also it's my money and I decided to spend it on jewellery and piercings. Some people decide to spend their money on Chanel handbags. This is a bit cheaper, I think, slightly, so yeah, that's my disclaimer. There are a number of really good places that you can get your ears pierced in London. One being, there's a place in Camden that is called, I want to call it Real Steel, but it's probably not that. I'll put it down in the description below, which is apparently a very good piercing studio as well. But generally with these things, I think it's always best just to read all the reviews for all the places that you intend to go to, and then you can sort of read the good ones reviews and the bad reviews, and you can sort of build up a sort of broad picture of what they're like as a studio. Please excuse my dog, he's trying to scratch my laptop at the moment, so hopefully he'll just calm down and let me do this video for the 5th time, which is the 5th time I've been trying to record it and keep it snappy and within 5 minutes. So yeah, pain threshold I would say is a 2 to 3. I mean, not to scare you, but the really scary thing, or the really painful thing, is not, for me, I didn't find it was actually the piercing itself, but was actually when they put the earring in. So in Maria Tash they do all their cartilage piercings by needle, and this is my doggy just here, by the way. Sorry, he's come for a cuddle. And so in Maria Tash they do all the cartilage piercings with a needle. In fact, all your piercings should be done with the needle because it's just better and you get less infection that way. And then putting the actual jewellery in was sort of kind of painful. I would say afterwards my days sort of hurt for about 2 to 3 weeks, but because they're so tucked away they don't sort of really catch on anything. I would say it's a very low maintenance piercing. In comparison, my helix piercing is also another cartilage piercing, and while I love it and I think it's beautiful, it sort of catches on everything simply because of the location. So therefore I think the Daith is actually a really great piercing to have, because it's like I said, it's easy to maintain. You clean it, you try not to put your fingers in there and like mess around with it, and actually it's, for the look of it, it's really great actually. Cleaning I would say is sort of quite difficult. In Maria Tash they recommended me to just take a bit of kitchen towel, put the Sterocleanse into it and sort of just dab it over the piercing, but what I was finding was that wasn't sort of properly cleaning the area. So what I did was sort of, I would twist the kitchen towel to sort of make a point, and then sort of gently go in like with the point. Let's see if I can show you the tissue actually, that might make it a bit easier. So I was sort of folding it into a square and then folding it again like that, and then sort of trying to make a point with the tissue, and then I would gently sort of go in like that and clean the piercing and get rid of all the sort of, like, you know, the gunk and the dried blood and all that stuff, and actually clean the jewellery at the same time. And I've sort of been doing that for the past sort of 6 or 7 months. All of my piercings once in the morning, once in the evening, and I've actually had no issues. Yes, it's still a little bit painful, but yeah, I've been actually really good with it. Another thing that I sort of look out for as well is when I wash my hair in the shower, I make sure all the soap's out, and also just rinsing your ears in the shower is actually really good as well. It sort of cleans everything out. So other than that, I would say anyone who's sort of thinking of doing it, is actually like a really awesome piercing. It looks great. I didn't get the piercings done, like both my sides done, because I have migraine issues, so I really can't comment on, you know, whether I have less headaches or not, because I don't suffer from migraines. However, I have heard people sort of say that it does really help them, and there's actually quite a few videos on YouTube which sort of you can see people's sort of journeys when they have it done, and sort of like, you know, their relief from migraines or no relief, as the case may be, depending on the individual. So yeah, so if you're thinking of doing it, I would highly recommend doing it, because it's a great piercing, and it's so low maintenance, even though you wouldn't think it would, because it's in such a, like a, you know, big fold of the cartilage area. So anyway, thank you for listening, and give us a thumbs up if you like.